Hi everybody, it's Ramon. I want you guys to add uh, one more thing to your midterm project, your portfolio website, and that's to add additional pages. And I'm going to show you how to do that. It's actually quite simple. Um, Here's the original site that I did use as a demo at Dunkin' Donuts website that I did at the last demo or the previous one. Here's the code. But before we do that, you know what? I actually downloaded a bunch of images already, but I realized that all my images are just sitting in the HTML in that folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a images folder or a pictures folder, make it lowercase, and I'll take all my images and stick it in there. Okay. This is a good idea, especially since this is a portfolio website. You might want to separate your images by paintings and design and logos or whatever. So this would be so that's also always a good thing to organize your images. So here I have my all my images in this folder, and now if I watch what happens if I refresh, everything disappeared. Why is that? Because the browser can no longer find the images because I moved them, right? So if I want to tell the browser look for it in the images folder, I have to go up here and I have to add the folder name to the link or to the image tag. Images slash, and that means go to this folder called images. And same thing for the big donut over here. Images, and I'll save this and I'll refresh, and there you go. Now it's looking into the images folder to find it. Okay. So so now we're gonna add additional pages, but first I need to make the links. Now it's very important to nail down your layout and everything exactly right, well, before you make the rest of the pages, because you're going to base the rest of your pages on this one page, so that way you want it perfect the way you want, so that way when you make the copies, you know, it's already the way you want it rather than having to make changes to all of them later on. So first I'm going to add link tags. So home should be index.html because the first file is always index. I will close that link tag with an A. And you know what? I'm just going to copy this text so I don't have to keep typing it up. And this one will be about.html. And again, I'm going to close that link tag. And then this one's going to be called menu.html. Oh. And again, close that link tag. Locations.html. Coupons. And for the contact us, I want it to be an email link. So the way you do an email link is this: mail to /info at dunkin.com. So that'll create, when people click on that, it'll open up their email and have the email address in there already. So now if I were to refresh all these links, all these should now turn into links. Oh, whoa, look, I forgot that color changes. The default color for links, I have an extra bracket there. The default color for links is always the blue, and then it turns into purple once you visit it. So we're going to go back up here. I'm going to take that color that I'm using for the menu, which is right here. I'm going to go up to body, and I'm going to say that all the links should be this color. So there you go. Oh, but that one stayed purple because we already visited it. So I'm going to say that even if you visited, the visited links should also be that orange. I mean, you can choose a different color if you want. There you go. Now, but if you click on it, it turns red. I guess that's kind of cool. I guess, but if you want to use that, if I want to use that pink, which is this one right here, I will say active link, meaning it's being clicked on. So there you go. So that's how you control the color of the links. So when you're clicking on it, it goes to, it turns pink. If I'm clicking home, it's going to index file, which is this file, so it just goes to the back to itself. But if I click on About Us, file not found. Why is that? Anybody? Anybody? Okay, nobody. Okay, the reason why is because these pages do not exist yet. We don't have an About HTML. We don't have a menu or location. So if you look in our folder, those pages do not exist. So we're gonna make them exist. And this is what I mean by making sure you have everything just the way you want. Because now I'm gonna save this. Save as about. So now this is now my about page, and I'm going to change the top part to say about us. I think I saved an image. Yeah, about. I'm going to change the image over here to the one that's an about image, which I already downloaded. So now if I were to refresh the home page and I click on About Us, bam, there you go. Except, yeah, it's a bit big, isn't it? I'm going to make the About image. Instead of width, I will specify the height because it's too high. Let's say 300, no, 200. Refresh. Oh, way too small. So let's say 300. Okay, fine, 400. Okay, that's fine. And you know what? I want it to be centered within that cell. So I'm going to say in the cell tag right here, I'm going to say align equals center. Refresh. There you go. Oh, but I don't want the text to be centered, so I'm going to have to end the centering after the image. I hope that makes sense to everybody. So refresh. Oh, I didn't save it. Refresh. What? Center. Save. Refresh. Oh, you know why? Because I did the center in the cell, not a regular center. So I'm going to move the center outside the cell, which is the regular center, which I taught you guys already. So there you go. All right, now business. And I still feel like home. Oh, about us. I want to have it match the height. So I'm going to say maybe it should be 350. Closer. Not perfect, but close. I guess I could keep playing with it until I get it down, or I could, do the math. Anyway, so now we have our home, we have our about us. Now I'm going to take the same layout again. I'm going to save it as locations. Okay, so I'm going to change the text on the top to have it say locations. And I think I have artwork for that too. Locations, yeah. So now I'll change this into the image. It's going to go look for the one that's called locations. I'll save that. So now if I click on locations, this page already exists with a new art and new title. Oh, god dang. Let's see. Locations HTML, locations HTML. What did I do wrong? Locations HTML. It should be there. Oh, did I not save it? Yeah, it should exist. locations HTML. Oh, duh, you know what? I messed up. See this? The menu? I forgot to click there, so my menu actually disappeared. See, watch, the menu's gone. So if I refresh here, if I go back to About Us, oh no, I'm on locations now. It gets confusing. I have to go back to About, open that up. See what I mean? You have to make sure everything is perfect. So over here, I have to correct that, which means I also have to correct it on index. It's messing me up. So I hope this doesn't confuse anybody. See, but now if I were to refresh, menu's back, and now if I click on locations, oh, the image is not showing up. Why is that? Locations JPEG. Did I spell it right on here? Locations.jpg, images, locations.jpg. Yeah. Right. Oh, what did I do? Oh, it should be there. It's in images, it's in locations, images. Fine. It's not showing up. Oh, you know what? This is a weird file because I think the original name was JP2, and I don't know why what that is, what that's about. So I'm gonna try it here. Let's see if that works now. Okay, it's still not working. So I'm gonna try a different. I'm gonna try a different. You know what? I'll very quickly find a new Dunkin' Donuts. Ah, wrong file. Dunkin' Donuts store. Images. I don't want Illustrator. Sorry about that. In fact, I'm gonna type in original store because that's what I wanted. There you go. Ah, that's the same one, the JP2. I don't want that. That's bad. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked here. Sorry about that. Maybe this one. Okay, I'm gonna call it store. I'm gonna put it in the images folder. And now if I make this store.jpg, store.jpg, we don't need this browser anymore. Save it. We go back to this. Okay. Locations. There you go. Now it works. See? So we have our home, we have our About Us, we have our locations. Of course, I forgot to do menu, so I'll save as menu. Save. I will rename this to menu. And I will change, and I do have a piece of art that's called menu, except it's a PNG, not a JPEG. Menu.png. Let's see what happens. So I click on menu. There you go. Okay. So home, About Us, menu, locations. So that's what I want you guys to do. I want you to take the same layout, resave it as different file names, link to those file names, or first take your layout, create the links, save the same layout as different files, and you should already have the links to those files, and then change the content. Okay, so I hope that's clear. I'd like for you to do this. This is the last thing you need to do for your midterm project, so which will be due the class meeting after spring break, and I will email everybody to upload it onto the server. I guess before class time, and I will So okay, and I will send a screenshot of this code to everybody as well. Okay. Thanks so much, guys, and enjoy your spring break. Okay, bye-bye.